So it is time to polyurethane. And this stuff has a little bit of a milky color. And I also suggest that you don't work from your container, as in just dip and go, because if you have any dirt on your project that you acquired somewhere along the way, you now have put it into your main container. Whereas if you can always dump that or clean your brush and start over, and you haven't contaminated all of your polyurethane. So that's a tip, and it's a lot easier to carry around. But that's called spar polyurethane. And also the oil-based, it yellows. So I don't suggest using the oil-based. The water-based is the best. I worked really hard on a project to end up coming back and putting that oil-based polyurethane, and it yellowed my whole project within a month or so, and it still bothers me. So I would highly consider that if you're, and thank you to everybody that has been watching. I've already done all these boards, so I thought I would just show you how simple this process is. It just takes time, and you have to have a place to do this. So I have covered up my pool table, and I'm going to give it about, it'll still take about a week to do all sides twice. You have to lightly sand and then apply another coat, and man, will this withstand the weather really well. And that's when you put a lot of work into something and it goes outdoors. This is what you have to do. So it's the final stages. It's kind of like, I notice everybody puts up privacy fences. I know some of you know I just rebuilt my privacy fence. And everybody gets to the last day. It's built and done, and then they don't stain it. And it goes bad really fast. So I'm not quite sure why we do that, but I want to go to the final stages with this and see it through. So we'll get this polyurethane on. And hello, Carolyn. Thank you for all of your support and likes and comments. It's motivating me. I really appreciate that. And thank you to my friends out there. Britton, appreciate you, buddy, all the support. And Andrea, of course, pushing me along here, because sometimes you get involved with this stuff and you're like, this is stupid. What the heck am I doing here? But I really, everyone's starting to kind of see it now, and they're encouraging me to really finish it. So I appreciate that, guys. It's a lot of work, a little bit more than I even intended, because I was actually just going to do this wooden structure part. But as projects do, it has developed and grown. And here we are. Now the woodworking just became a small fraction of the project. But as you can see, this isn't overly complicated. You don't want to overwork it, as in sit there and brush it on too much. They don't suggest doing that. People have a tendency, because this is not a very thick, viscous product. It's a little on the thin side, but trust me, it's going on. So people tend to have a desire to go maybe a little too heavy. Hope I didn't just mess that up. But don't go too heavy. Take your time. And try to catch any drips. It always drips along the way. So what that means is I go back to the board that I started on, kind of look it over, look at the edges, everything looks good, and that's it. And I went ahead and got these main boards done, and now I'm going to do the 4x4 posts, And there you go. That's all there is to polyurethaning. So as I said, this has to dry for 24 hours. And then I do flip it and do the other side. And then I have to sand it all down, clean it all up, and repeat it again. Again, it's multiple steps, multiple days. Right, Daddy-O? My dad noticed that when I stopped dragging my projects to the curb after a day of work, I realized some projects take more than a day. And I'm never going to be satisfied if I think big things happen in a day. And I think that's where goal setting in life comes in, because then you can list all these things that will not ever get done in a day. But if you can come back to it and keep coming back, one day it's done. And that's where we're at with this. So thank you everybody for following, encouraging. Thank you for the people who already have paid the $150 to put their name or a loved one's name or a quote on here. And again, just call the business, Roman Massage and Fitness, if you want to be a part of that. This is going to be cool. And thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your support and help and just everything. I just keeping it going, right? So let's do this.